Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Sean Dex and I welcome you back to the Mango Grove, where we do it the stress-free way, the mango way. We trade the easy way. Trading can be easy, guys, and we've been showing how simple it can be as long as you keep it simple, right? Things have been going so according to plan. Bitcoin having that leg down that we talked about after seeing that rejection at this major weekly level over here at 10,350, 10,400. And guys, this was not rocket science. None of this was rocket science. Go ahead and watch all the videos leading up ever since over here, since 7,700. We took our first position of this beautiful ascending triangle on the 4-day time frame, right? Again, not rocket science, right? Broke out of the range, got the retest of the range, had the drive up, daily 200 moving average, got the rejection. Was that rocket science? But even over here, we were stress-free. We did not get out at the tip over here. Why? Because we don't try to time tops. What do? We waited for the right signal, hedged over here somewhere. We don't care that we gave up this much. We don't care that the trade pulled back on us a little bit, because we are trend traders, right? We have to be okay with the trade pulling back on us. When we got that signal, that's when we hedged, waited for that weekly level over here, lining up with the daily, lining up with the 12-hour Vine, lining up with so much confluence. Took that big trade, waited patiently, boom, sat through this drawdown. In fact, we were willing to sit through more if it were coming, and we were actually planning on either buying 8,700 or the break of the top of the range. Boom, got that as well. Everything going according to plan. In fact, guys, things don't usually go this according to plan. This has been a beautiful trend. And in fact, even when things do go so well according to plan, you still need to be able to execute on it properly. In fact, last night, I didn't execute on my plan as well as I would have hoped to. And I want to talk to you guys about that today. I tried for a trade somewhere around here, 9,580-ish, got kicked out last night, and hey, had to re-enter this morning at around 9,650. So even I make execution mistakes, guys, even though we planned for this, right? We planned for this rejection at 10,400. Not rocket science. We're waiting for that test over here. In fact, this gets really interesting. If you guys remember from yesterday's video, please go ahead and watch yesterday's video. If you haven't yet, we had hypothesized during the video. We came up with that idea. We came up with a hypothesis that hey, we may actually come down to around 9,500, right? It seems like that is unfolding. It seems like that hypothesis may be unfolding. And if we bounce over here, this may actually have some serious implications that I do want to talk about. We are looking at numbers to around 10,800, 11,000 perhaps, but certain things need to unfold according to plan. Things need to go a certain way. We'll be talking about that later in the video. For now, however, let's go ahead and start with the Mango Research dashboard, the brand new, all new, awesome Mango Research dashboard. Here we have it. We're currently on margin only, so it's showing only coins that are available for margin trading via duration between Feb 16, Feb 18. Everything's good. So as we can see right over here, we have pretty much only so the only coin that I'm really interested in would be ADA, a fresh signal right over here. Now this may not be too intuitive to you guys who are watching at home, but don't worry, we are going to make this a little bit more intuitive. That's one of the reasons why we have the test group, right? That's why we have you guys looking at this and giving us your feedback, etc. By the way, guys, if I haven't responded to your message yet in regard to having access to the test group, having access to the dashboard, I do apologize. I have a lot of PMs that I'm trying to get through. I will get through my PMs. For now, just please be patient with me. It's been really hectic 2 days, but I'm more interested in Bitcoin. As you can see, Bitcoin is right over here, and the last signal we got, it's saying 4 days. So right, it's been in a short signal for 4 days now. So that means we're between 16 and 18. The last time it gave the signal should have been on the 14th. Yep, 14th over here, and yep, Bitcoin. So for those of you who do have access to the dashboard, you are looking for the duration to say 2 days. If it says 2 days, it is a fresh signal. And again, I don't want to use the word signal, guys. You do not use this as in isolation, okay? Use it in conjunction with your overall analysis of the market, of the coin, of the asset, and trade it accordingly, okay? Do not use anything in isolation, not even the Vine, man, not even the Vine. You can use it as a strong indicator according to your system, but do not use anything in isolation, okay? It's not the Mango way, it's not the stress-free way. So yeah, BTC was on the 14th, right? Let's go ahead and look at the 14th actually. Where would the 14th be? It would be right here actually. Damn, that's actually pretty impressive. So essentially, when we closed the 13th, the candle on the 13th, we got the fresh signal to short BTC on the 14th, and that would have been a really nice move. Did I take that trade? No, I actually did not take that trade. So this goes to show, right? We use things in conjunction with our overall system that we are currently trading. As you guys know, guys, the Vine too, it took me a while before I fully incorporated into my system, and now we've been taking some awesome trades on the Vine. In fact, I do want to talk about that. This morning I got back into my trade because of the Mango Vine. Right over here, the Mango Vine on the 12-hour. As you guys know, the Mango Vine has been so freaking good on the 12-hour. The win rate on this has been ridiculous, and right over here giving us that call. This, as soon as I woke up this morning, so I got kicked off my trade yesterday, right? I'll talk about that in a bit as to how all of that panned out. Woke up this morning, shook myself, shook my head, like basically shook my head clear out of whatever happened last night, and I'm like, nope, I'm not going to let last night affect anything that I do today. Do not let the past affect what you do today, guys. Getting a really strong signal over here on the Vine, lining up with so much, right? 12-hour Vine. What else do we have? We have daily 21 EMA. Let me turn on the Mango ribbon. We have daily 21 EMA right over there. Yes, Bitcoin, keep going, do it, man. This is beautiful. Bitcoin ticking up as we speak actually, and we are sitting at a major weekly level, right? It is so similar to this trade over here. What do we have over here? We have the weekly 21 EMA, so it's a weekly level. We have the daily 21 EMA, and we have the 12-hour Vine that actually gave us that big signal over here too. Similar to the same signal we got this morning on today's daily open, right? So a daily open is going to line up with the 12-hour as well, right? 24 hours in a day, and 12 hours in a 12-hour candle. So yeah, going back to the trade last night, okay, Now things would have been a lot better if I just waited for this morning. So sometimes you just better off waiting for the day to close. But last night I did try for a trade, and I want to talk to you guys about my mindset behind that trade. Let's go ahead to Coinbase. We're breaking out of the channel right now. So Mango, we had drawn this last night. Guys, join the Discord chat. You guys are missing out on some really good conversations, as well as trade opportunities, you know, because sometimes I do tell you guys flat out what I'm doing, how I'm trading it, what I'm looking at, etc. And we're looking at this channel over here. We're looking at this green line, okay, this green line over here, and the zone over here. So two things. Looking at this green line over here and this zone over here. Those were the two big things I was looking at, and I was like, okay, you know, things are going according to the hypothesis that we hypothesized in the previous video. And what was that hypothesis? We are looking at CMEs, right? We're looking at CMEs on the daily. I'm going to switch on over to CMEs for a bit. We're like, hey guys, CMEs has not touched the daily 21 EMA just yet, and every time CMEs has come and tested the daily 21 EMA, it's had a really good bounce off it. Okay, so test it, bounce. Again, we're looking at CMEs here. You don't need to get an exact test. You're seeing the trend over here, right? Tested it over here. Would we see that bounce? Although we already saw spot chart test its 21 EMA, CMEs hadn't tested its 21 EMA just yet. There was around a $350 difference before it could test it, and we had done the math, like of course napkin math. It was very it was an estimation, and we came up to around 9,500, 9,450ish, right? Somewhere around there. And what do you know? Where does Bitcoin come down to last night? It comes down to 9,469. So I actually tried for my trade somewhere at the top of the red box territory over here. But this is what happened, guys. This is what happened. And this goes back to psychology big time. I've been mentioning to you guys about how I was in my perps trade, right? This entire time I was in a perpetual trade. Usually I try to get my positions in on the futures. That way I don't have to pay funding, and also as the premium goes up, I take advantage of the premium, right? So usually when I enter my trades very early, like somewhere around here, the premium is only around 250ish, right? Maximum. As the trade progresses, the premium goes up and the trade is going up, so I'm making that much more. And that's how I caught a huge win, by the way, in this market over here, because I got in, guys, at a discount. Okay, so even though Bitcoin, this big entry over here, so I had an entry at 3,800, but this big entry over here, Bitcoin was still trading at a freaking discount on the futures. So while the entry on spot was around 4,900, the real entry I got was much lower than that. So I got in a discount, and when we reached over here, the premium was trading at freaking almost $1,000. Okay, it was like 900 or something, 950ish. It was ridiculous. So you get all that benefit when you're taking your profits. Okay, now I know I went off on a tangent over there, but now over here, what I had to be concerned of was the opposite, because the premium was sitting at around 450. Was not bad, but when I entered into my position, while it started going against me over here, usually I would sit through the trade. Okay, so I entered over here and started going lower and lower. Usually I would sit through the trade. I got into the futures even though the premium was up on me, because I was paying the fees this entire time, and what I wanted to do was roll over that entire position that I had in perps onto those futures, and hoping that goes my way. So I got a massive position over here, along with adding to my position whatever I had over here. So I was trying to roll that over, and then this started going against me. Okay, and now this is where the psychology comes into play, because would I have done that if I hadn't been paying fees this entire time holding those perps? I really wonder. I have to really sit down and talk to myself about that. And it was a good plan. And okay, here's the thing, I'm just talking out loud. Okay, if I had bought that position that I've got over here on my perps, okay, just like a normal trade, instead of trying something fancy, I would have held on to the trade. Completely, and regardless of whether we go down over here, I would have been trading the trend. I would have been following my system. I would not have got out. I would not have kicked myself out of the trade, and now I would have been that much more in profits while we're sitting over here currently at 9,814, right? That would have been a huge win already, and I do think we may see some further upside. But because one, I was trying to roll over a much larger position from my trend trade, and number two, I was afraid of the premium coming down even further, because over here, guys, the premium was sitting at 700. Around here, when I was getting to my trade, the premium had already dropped down to 450. So now, not only do I have to worry about the trade going against me, but I also have to worry about the premium going against me. Okay, so just to make that clear to you guys, okay, over here the premium was sitting at 700. Okay, over here the premium was sitting at 450. Okay, now what if Bitcoin comes all the way down to this level over here that we were targeting perhaps as the next level, 8,700, and the premium is sitting at 250 now. Okay, so now I have to also worry about that loss of around $200 on and this $200 seems like nothing to you guys, seems like little, but when you're trading multiple Bitcoin, that's 200 times the amount of Bitcoin plus the drawdown of this, right, between 9,700 to, so it's 200 per Bitcoin plus 1,000 per Bitcoin, right? So now that starts playing on your mind, and all of that was like, I don't want to do that. Plus I had a dinner date with Krisha, so I found all those reasons to be like, you know what, I'm going to kick myself out of the trade. I want to get out of this and start fresh when I come home that night. So when I came on in the night, though, I was a little tired and I didn't want to enter a trade when I'm tired. This morning, however, this is where psychology comes to play again, right? Knowing from my previous mistakes where I have let my previous trade affect me from getting into my next trade. I'm sure you guys have done this. Like, damn, I could have gotten lower. Now I only want to get in lower again. I want to get in somewhere around there. I did not let that happen to me. Yes, I got in a good position around 9,580-ish the previous day. I lost that. It's done. That trade is over. Now you start a new trade, right? I do want to mention, though, I still have my trend trade, all of this. So all of this, I still have all of that. So that's separate. But I'm talking about the brand new entry adding to my trade, right? This I basically said, no, you know what, Sean, do not let that affect you, and re-enter. Everything is going well. You got the bounce you're looking for exactly according to plan. Okay, and you weren't trading for a small move, you're trading for a much larger move. So things are going according to plan. Daily 21 MA, 12-hour Vine. What else did we talk about? CMEs. testing their 21 EMA, and like we said, every time CME has tested it, you keep jumping. We've had a jump up, so we'll keep following that trend until it works. Okay, until it works. Is it going to keep working forever? No. If we are wrong, we'll take the hit. It won't be a loss. We would have eaten into profits, yes, and then we reposition and try again. Okay, it's following the system over and over and over and over again, and in the long run, you will be consistent. And now this actually leads me to a next rant and my gripe. I am seeing freaking traders always chasing narrative after narrative after narrative, and it's drawing in amateur traders too in the space to do the same thing. It is so irresponsible of traders that I actually used to respect. And like, what's the new narrative now, guys? What's the new narrative? Open interest. Oh my God, open interest. We're going to dump. Okay, first it was open interest. We're going to pump. And traders bought over here. A lot of amateur traders bought over here, following that nonsense. And boom, we dumped, right? Now it's like open interest. We're getting a huge move. We're going to dump all the way down to freaking 5,000. And like, they're adding new things into their system that wasn't there in their system before, right? And what was it before? Right over here, it was NVT. We're going to go down to freaking 2K. And what happens? We freaking pump. And there was another narrative somewhere around here. What was the narrative? Hash ribbon, right? Hash ribbon. We're going all the way down to 4K. Right? It's one narrative after another. You can't narrative chase when you're a trader. You need something consistent. You need something that you can measure your success against. If not, how do you trade like that, man? You're chasing one story after another story after another story, and you're just gonna lose your account in the long run, in my opinion. But hey, who am I, right? Who the hell am I? Don't listen to anything even I'm saying. Don't listen to any YouTuber. Like I said, man, you listen to me, you're gonna lose your money. You will lose your money, because like risk management is more important than any of this shit. Okay, which is why the risk management module in the seed program is 5.5 hours long. In fact, I'm going to increase that. There are a few more things I do want to talk about. And again, guys, for those of you who are on the seed program, the risk management module comes with a risk management indicator, a position sizing tool sheet that is embedded with the risk management indicator. So you have to use them in conjunction. If you don't have access to it yet, please PM me. Secondly, I've been playing around with that indicator, and I've actually been able to mold it in a way to actually help us add edge to our trades. Yes, use it as an indicator. So I'm actually excited to introduce that in the near future as well. I've been using it in the backgrounds to help me with my trades over here. I know it's a little, I've not been showing it to you guys, but I don't want to, until I've tested properly, back tested too, I don't want to like start showing it. Hey, the dashboard, you guys have the dashboard too now coming up very soon. So a lot of things for the Mango community. I hope you guys are excited about that. What else do I want to talk about? So yeah, so what are we looking at? We're looking at CMEs, right? Looking at CMEs, we got the bounce of the 10 and off the 21 EMA. It doesn't need to be exact. Even the 21 EMA over here, when we got this test, not exact, right? On this 10 over here, does not need to be exact. To me, that is a bounce. If we see further continuation from here, I think we're going to be breaking this level over here at 10,500. That would line up with some major moves in spot as well. So let's go back onto our spot chart over here. And what I want to see is, what I want to do first is actually clear out all this nonsense. This is going to take me a while, guys. Apologies. I'm not going to edit this part out though. It takes so long. I hate editing, man. I'm not like Krisha. Krisha really likes editing videos and making it look all fancy and nice. I don't. You guys. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'll do the rest later. Okay, so we're looking at what I want to talk to. Okay, bounce. Okay, so what am I looking for? What am I looking for over here? I could be wrong about this. We could still get a sell-off. We could still get a sell-off, and we could crash through. But I don't think that's what we're going to see, especially since a lot of other people are looking for that now. Yeah. So what were we looking for yesterday in the chat? Okay, join the Discord, by the way. We're looking at this channel, right? We can see it better on the Coinbase chart that we've drawn. Looking at this channel, it looks like we've broken to the upside right now. If we can confirm this 4-hour candle close over here, this is going to look really, really good. We can look at 4-hour oscillators to see if we had any bullish divergence, and nope, this is, I would not say, I guess. So now technically this is not bullish divergence, guys. Technically this is not, because oscillators have made a lower low and price has also made a lower low. But if you look at the meaning behind what is exactly happening over here, the low and this low, they're very, very spread apart, and we're not seeing the same thing over here, right? So it is good enough. And you could say that we might, if you take out 9,842, I would be looking for further upside. But definitely, if you take out 10,007, guys, we're looking for major moves to the upside. Let's look at the daily. The daily, first we start with the 12-hour. Actually, is the 12-hour saying anything? No, not really. The stochastics over here, what I'm looking for this one is to cross to the upside. Okay, if this crosses to the upside, we may see some moves coincide with the 4-hour. Now let's look at the daily. And now on the daily, are we seeing anything between this point, perhaps this point and this point? Actually, yeah. So between this point and this point over here, we are seeing some bullish seeing potential of bullish divergence. Okay, potential of bullish divergence, and it may actually have implications. And this does line up with CME's having a bounce too of that daily 21 EMA, right? CME so far has been very consistent. As long as the trend is staying intact, the daily trend is staying intact, we want to see the CME's have their continuation of their daily 21 EMA. If we don't see this continuation over here, that will be an indication of consolidation on the daily, and then we'll go on to our weekly levels yet again and try to buy that weekly Kijun. For now, I'm going to be looking for the bounce over here until I'm proven wrong. And for me to actually look for this bullish divergence to play out, I'm going to be looking for a 10,044. Okay, so that lines up with 4-hour too. So guys, even a wick about 10,050-ish. Okay, and I'll be looking for us to break the highs, at the very least test the highs over here, at the very least. So there is a play to be had right over here. That will line up with what the Vine is telling us this morning too. Got that great position at around 9,650. I'm very happy if we see that wick over here. I'm going to be even more happy, not a tick above the wick. Okay, so that's looking really good over here on the on Bitcoin. And yeah, is there anything more I want to talk about? We can look at the weekly quickly. Look at the Ichimoku weekly levels bouncing right off the zone over here that we're looking at. That's why I say, guys, be patient, play the weekly levels, go on, test the top of the cloud. If we can hold this level on the weekly, we are likely going to test the top of the cloud again. That's what the weekly is saying. If we close a weekly under 9,480-ish, I'm looking at the bottom of the cloud next, and that is probably where I'm going to take a I'm going to probably spot buy out there, but do not take that as financial advice, guys. Again, if you follow me financially, you're going to lose all your money financially. Okay, yeah, that's why I'll probably be looking to have a spot buy, to be honest. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. Let's go ahead back on over to the Mango Research dashboard and see what else we can talk about. Now I can do this now. I can look at the Mango Research dashboard and be like, okay, is there anything else you want to talk about? And so these are all the short signals, as you guys can see. BCH was, this is fresh, no, this was, so this is, again, make sure you guys are on the right ticker. By default, you'll be on the right ticker. And sorry, this thingy over here, what do we call it? We call it something. Let's call it ticker for now. Duration, date duration. Okay, so ADA is showing a short trade. Do you guys want to look at ADA? Yes, no, we can look at ADA. Let's see what ADA is doing. Look at the 2-day. What is this? This is not ADA. This is not ADA. Oh damn, actually ADA did close. Yeah, this ADA is, look, ADA may actually want to come down to the Kijun over here. Am I taking this trade? No, I'm not going to be taking this trade. I'm not interested in taking any shots on the altcoins right now after what Ethereum has done. Ethereum did something very bullish, right? You guys see this move? Holy, like, I'm not interested in shorting altcoins while Ethereum is doing something like this. Okay, when Ethereum starts showing weakness again, or EOS perhaps, I will be looking towards shorting altcoins. I'm not too keen right now. I have exposure on, I'm also back in Link, by the way. Long Link again. I am sure a lot of you guys are happy about Link. Link has been performing very well. Let's see what Link is doing over here. Do we have Link on this list at all? We can sort by long calls, and let's click this, and long BNB is showing duration 14 days. So 14 days ago, if you took a long on BNB, you'd be doing really well. Where's Link? Okay, Link's right here. 20 days ago. Okay, 20 days ago. So Link, this call that you got on Link was a very long time ago. Was this Link BTC? Yep, Link BTC. Let's go to Link. Let's clear everything out actually. When would 20 days ago be actually? 20 days. It was actually right over here when we took on during this move. We were looking at this, right? We were looking at this cup and handle, ascending triangle, broke to the upside, got the retest. This was the call. It lined up. This is the beautiful thing, stuff I like, guys. When we see confluence, when we see the Mango dashboard have confluence with your own technical analysis, boom, strong confluence, take the trade, and Another reason why I was able to add to my trade this morning, by the way, was because the Mango Vine on the 4 hour was actually showing a really good signal prior to this move over here. I did not buy this move over here. I did not get this here. I got this retest of this breakout over here. So around 4,200 Satoshi. Now I'm looking for this to have continuation to the upside. If the 4 hour closes actually over here, guys, I'll be likely looking to add to my position. Okay, this is looking really good. So yeah, that's Link. I'm not sure how long this video has already been today, guys. Should we talk about BTC, or should I do a separate video on that? Again, the Mango dashboard. Anything else to talk about? Nope, we've talked about enough. I think we've talked about enough. XTZ as well, 18 days ago. Link, XTZ, and ETH. This called all 3 of the biggest freaking moves, man. And all you need is to catch one of them. You don't need to catch all of them, right? You don't need to catch all of these moves. You need to catch only one of these trend trades, and that's what trend trading is about. Catching one big trend trade and milking the hell out of it. So that's that, guys. My name is Sean Dexter, and I'm so sure I wanted to talk about something else, and I'm forgetting what it is. Okay, I'll talk about it tomorrow, I guess. I'm really tired. I worked out legs today, so my brain is a little fuzzy. Squat days usually freaking always does this to me. Squat day and deadlifts always does this to me. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Ciao.